Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is Marit here again from MVRugby, and New Zealand versus South Africa, round 2. Last weekend was an absolute epic clash, and I'm sure everybody that's seen it will agree. I mean, wow, the celebrations afterwards was absolute. I've never seen, uh, um, well, actually, no, not as quite as intense. I've never seen Sia Kolisi quite so jubilant and almost jumping out of his skin, even though he had a bit of a fracture in his face. I believe it was his nose and his cheekbone that had a bit of a problem, huge swelling in the face, but didn't stop him from celebrating. I mean, that was a huge win for South Africa. But now, round 2, and as far as we know, the New Zealanders don't let them, don't let people get the better of them twice in a row. So, will South Africa do it? That'll be interesting to see. Then we've also got round 10 this weekend for the Currie Cup, and it has actually been in full swing since today. We've already seen the Griquas versus Western Province, and then the Golden Lions versus the Griffins. Needless to say, Western Province lost 37-29. Oh boy, to the Griquas. It's definitely not Western Province's term this season. Honestly not. Some really, really bad decisions, poor performances, mistakes, and then just outplayed generally in most of their games against the Sharks, against the Griquas now, against the Cheetahs, the Bulls. I mean, Western Province just I cannot seem to get their mojo going in their games, unfortunately. Griffins just you have to give it to them for holding out this long and really, kind of giving it their all in every match that they play. Even though their morale must be at an all-time low. I cannot see a team suffering 10 losses in a row with not even a single draw. Really coming out of this feeling, particularly ecstatic about themselves and about their performance. So, it is. I really do feel for them. I'm actually quite sorry for these boys. I would always want to encourage people to treat them with a bit more respect. They're holding out this long, even though it must be seeming completely lost to them. And it's difficult. It's difficult to handle that kind of pressure. They are pressured into performing for their fans, their province, and their club. So it's not easy on those boys. You can understand why players like, I think it was Epalele Fassi that kind of bailed out of of professional rugby for a while. I think they found him eventually at his uncle's place, and where he just confessed that it was, buckling under huge pressure, started, suffering from some depression, that he just decided, he needs to opt out for a bit from the professional rugby scene. So, but looking forward now, tomorrow we're having at 5 o'clock, around about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, on the 7th of September, we have at the DHL Stadium, South Africa facing off against New Zealand for round 2. And then we've got also the Pumas versus Cheetahs tomorrow afternoon at about 1:30. So that's going to be quite a head-to-head there. They are facing off at the Mbobela Stadium, so the Pumas' home ground. Cheetahs will probably be on a bit on the back foot, but after suffering a few losses now in the last couple of games, I'm pretty sure they would be pumped to try and turn this around for themselves. But we'll have to see. The lineup looks pretty good, and I'll cover that in a couple of minutes. The Blue Bulls versus the Sharks this coming weekend. They haven't released their lineup yet, because there's quite a bit of shuffling that needs to happen in their team, seeing that Kanan Moody is back with the Springboks. So they need to obviously do a bit of a reshuffling there. and a few other players of theirs that's with the Springboks at the moment. So they need to do a bit of adjustment there, and I'm pretty sure they don't want to repeat the loss from last weekend for themselves. That was a complete upset facing the Lions. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens from there. But the lineup for tomorrow for the big match, the World Cup Finals 2.5. It's going to be as big a clash. I take it for almost as big as last weekend, if not bigger. I was talking about a controversy at the beginning of that match a bit earlier, where a lot of people kind of made a bit of waves online and in the public forums about the haka that was interrupted by the airplane coming over, and obviously the players starting to playing of the music, people clapping and cheering all over that and whatever. Some people felt that it was disrespectful towards the haka. You can hardly tell a huge Boeing airplane to kind of hit pause in midair. That's not going to go down very well, trust me. The scheduling, I think, was a bit off. Plus, I would also think the haka was started a bit late in that regard. So, yeah, the scheduling did suffer a bit of a problem there, which would have seen us obviously having some conflicting events happening all over each other. Obviously, the pyrotechnics that had to go off as the airplane came over, that happened while the All Blacks was busy with their haka and everything. So, yeah, I don't think we can, wholly, blame the organisers and the South African Rugby Union for that. It is just one of those unfortunate things that happened. I don't think it was meant disrespectfully. Let's put it to rest over there and let's focus on the game coming tomorrow. The South African lineup: Oxen Chair, Bongi Mbonambi and Frans Malherbe, your opening front row. Ibn Etzebeth with Ruan Nortje filling in the lock positions. Then we have the Sia Kolisi and Peter Steve-Toy in number 6 and number 7 flanks. Bit surprised to see Sia back. I didn't think, after that injury to his face, he's going to, make a comeback in this weekend's rugby. But yeah, there's his name on the lineup sheet. So yeah, we hope for the best there. We hope it's, it was probably nothing serious. Maybe just a hairline fracture or something. But from personal experience, I did suffer a hairline fracture to my ribs at one point, and that took quite a long time to fully heal up. And I'm talking months, not weeks, not days. I'm talking months that I was still suffering with that a bit. We've got Jasper Wiese filling in the 8-man position. He was absolutely fantastic in last week's game, and we hope to see another peak performance by him in this one. Grant Williams back again in the scrum half position. Andre Pollard now coming in the starting lineup in the fly off. Cheslin Colby filling in the number 11 spot as inside centre for Kurtley Orange, who suffered the concussion in last week's game. I think it was at the hands of Adi Savea or Tupavai. I'm not too sure. Can't remember exactly who that was. Not that it was intentional or anything. He went in for the tackle. Unfortunately, his head connected with Adi Savea's hip, and then kind of brushed down to connect with his knee in the same kind of movement. So he was seeing stars as he got up. Didn't know where he was. Very wobbly on his feet. Damien Dalende filling in the outside centre there, number 12. Jesse Creel, number 13. And then Kanan Moody back in the box squad from the Blue Bulls. And I think that is a rotation, really. It's not anything wrong with Fassi at all. But yeah, kind of a swap out there happening. And then Willie Leroux as back again from injury, filling out the fullback position. So really solid lineup for the starting position here for the Bokke. On the bench, the Malcolm Marks, we got Gerrit Steenkamp, Vincent Koch, we got Kwagga Smith, Ulrich Lowe, Jaden Hendricks, Sasha Fine Magomezulu starting on the bench for this weekend, and then Lucanio as well, and the number 23 jersey. So yeah, as you can see, Rassie went for the 5-3 split this weekend, and we hope that the Bomb Squad will, obviously be on top form as they always are. In the starting lineup for New Zealand, we have Taimate Williams, Cody Taylor, and Torrell Lomax. So not really a change there in the front row. We got Scott Barrett and Tupavai coming in on the 4 and 5 locks. Wallace Satiti and then Sam Kane filling out the flanks. Then Cortez Aratima and as the scrum half. It's a bit of a swap out there. Change over there between Cortez and PJ Paranara. Damien McKenzie again for fly off, and he's really been shining in that position. Honestly, I think he's done better in this position than he did at fly off or as winger or fullback. So definitely a good choice there. Mark Talea coming in at inside centre, then Jordie Barrett outside centre again. And I wonder if we're going to see another top performance by him this weekend. Really been absolutely in top form. We got Reiko Lone, number 13, number 14, Sevo Reese, and then fullback Will Jordan, with Bowden Barrett starting up on the bench this time. I wonder if that has got anything to do with his performance from last weekend, because last weekend he didn't really shine. Made too many mistakes. His kicking was a bit off. But yeah, let's see how Will Jordan pulls it off this weekend. So the substitutes there will be Asafo Amua. We got Ofa Tungafasi, Fletcher Newell, Sam Derry, and then Luke Jacobson. PJ Paranara starting on the bench with the 21 jersey. Anton Leonard Brown, and then we've got Bowden Barrett, like I said, on the bench. Solid teams, solid makeup. So really holding thumbs for the Bokke there. I'm sure you guys will join me for that absolute finale to the Clash of the Titans tour, shall I call it this time. That actually got quite a nice ring to it. Round 2 of the Clash of the Titans. So something to absolutely look forward to. We've got Pumas versus the Cheetahs at the 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. Like I said, in Bombela. And the lineups for the Pumas, the usual name: Etienne Janneke. We've got Edouin Swart, Edouin Venter. Where did I come with that one? We've got Sampi Swingers. We got Malembe Mpofu, Dion Slabbert, and Ntika Fasanti. Excuse me. Roald van der Merwe, Kwanda Dimaza, Ross Brode, Clinton Swart, Darren Adonis, Vian van Niekerk, David Brits, and then Stefan Coetzee, and then Tino Swanepoel at fullback. From all the times when I've been, parroting off these names and reading them off, really, because I can't really remember all these players, you think that I would be able to pronounce their names by now. So I don't even try and, practice them beforehand, but really. Substitutes there. Jan Henning Kampfer, Stefan de Jager, Dewald Maritz, we got Jandre Leonard, we got Marvelous, Mashambayi, Andre Foucher, Danrich Versagi, and then Pokolomzi Sobale, excuse me. Then we got on the Cheetahs side, Schalk Ferreira, Corne Fourie, and Robert Hunt, Carl Swegner, Victor Sekekete, Girion van der Merwe, Ferdi Olivier, and Jandre Rudolph. on the forwards, the scrumming forwards. Victor Sekikete, although having an absolutely fantastic season himself, playing brilliantly in his position as lock, also doing very well as captain for the Cheetahs. Just unfortunately, the last couple of games, the Cheetahs just couldn't, find the vuma or the chuspa to kind of push through and win their games, unfortunately. But let's see, we might be seeing a turnover coming here by the Pumas. They did beat the Pumas in the last game when they're facing them, but this time on the back foot, like I said, they're in the Pumas camp in the Mobela Stadium. So let's see if that actually has a bit of a difference there. On the scrum of Ruan Kruger, Etienne Wenzel, we've got Daniel Kasende or Magajima. We got Evardi Boshoff, Munir Hudsenberg, and Michael Anis. As fullback, the substitutes there will be Vernon Paulo, Henkus van Wyk, Lawrence Victor, Aiden Davis, Sisonke Vumazonke, Marco Jansen van Vuren, and then we've got George Lawrence and Lita Nkula. So pretty solid makeup there as well. I mean, each one of those young lads have proven themselves quite solid teams for their clubs. So let's see. Yeah, we definitely hope for the best and that the best team wins there. For the Sharks, yeah, we've got their lineup and it looks bloody marvelous, if I have to say so myself. Jordan Hendrickson as fullback. Then from the front row, Tutuko Mkunu, Dylan Richardson, Henry Jacobs, Gerbrand Grobler, Emil van der Heever, Emmanuel Chutuka, Vincent Chutuka. Then we've got Pepsi Buthelezi, not performing in the Borg squad this weekend, but back with his Sharks team. Bradley David, Siam Masuku, Makazolo Mapimpi, Ethan Hooker, and Makazolo Mapimpi absolutely performed fantastically last weekend, so definitely hoping to see some great performance by him again this weekend. Jorenzo Julius, a fantastic young lad, really has been on form this season, and I'm really envisioning some bright future for this lad, especially in the green and gold jersey. My psychic predictions. Leteli Bester and then Jordan Hendricks, like I said, at fullback. The substitutes there will be Fes Mbata, Trevor Yankane, Ruan Dreyer, Corney Raal, Jandre Lebuskachny, Cameron Wright, Lionel Cronje, and then Jacob Williams. So yeah, Bulls lineup not quite out yet. So yeah, we just guys keep your eyes on the media to get that kind of inside scoop there. The Bulls obviously doing some shuffling there for themselves, so we'll have to see what happens there and what they will come up with. I'm pretty sure they will reveal some amazing surprise gems for us as well in the lineup there before the game. But anyway, guys, that is the lineup for this weekend. We are all quite psyched for it, especially for the main event this weekend. So keep the beers on ice, keep it rolling, guys. Lit those bright fires early because it's going to be a full day for everybody. And yeah, just keep enjoying it, boys. Just keep enjoying it. And I'll be seeing you right there on the pitch. Peace out.